This episode of the Rogue Deck Builder is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, the #1 source for games and gaming accessories, and by GatheringMagic.com, the #1 source for Magic the Gathering news and articles. Hi there, it's Ken with RogueDeckBuilder.com here with an exciting announcement to make. We have teamed up with GatheringMagic.com and CoolStuffInc.com to bring you the second ever Rogue Deck of the Month competition. Originally, when we did this back in June, I wanted this to be a monthly competition, but then life got busy and I started working on other projects and whatnot, and this was just too time-consuming for me to do alone. But now I've got some helpers to actually help me with the Rogue Deck of the Month competition, so here we are back in November, and we're actually going to host this. So yeah, I've got some rules in the description here. I'll just go over them step by step with you. So basically the Rogue Deck of the Month competition, for those of you that did it last time, I think we had over, did we have close to 70 entries? I think that was how many we had, maybe close to 50. I can't remember, but I'm hoping to shatter that record this time. What Rogue Deck of the Month is we're going to give prizes out for the most creative, the most competitive, and also the panel, the Rogue Deck Builder panel, which includes me, MJ, also known as Sith Lord, and Morten and Jonas are going to be picking our favorite decks to kind of represent us in the top 8, as well as some other fan favorites for the top 8. And we're actually going to do like a top 8 tournament. The tournament's gonna be basically voting on your favorite deck, so it will be a fan favorite that wins the entire Rogue Deck of the Month. And CoolStuffInc.com is going to be giving out prizes. We haven't determined exactly what those prizes will be, but they'll be pretty sweet, as well as RogueDeckBuilder.com is going to be giving out prizes for the most creative and most competitive and whatnot. So this is going to be a pretty huge tournament, hopefully. So I am asking for your help to spread the word. So anyway, let's just go down the official steps here. Again, they'll be in the description here. So step 1 is brew a creative and unique deck. The legal formats for this November competition are going to be standard and modern. I apologize to all those legacy and pauper players, but we'd like to be focused as much as possible because we're probably going to do the top 4 on each side of the bracket is going to be half modern and half standard. So each of us on the panel are going to pick our favorite modern and our favorite standard, and that will go to the top 8. So that's why I'm only having 2 formats. All right, so anyway, I want you to challenge yourself. We want to go beyond the limitations of Netdecking and come up with something fresh and exciting. So yep, these don't have to be the most competitive decks ever. I don't want you to copy and paste Red Deck Wins and try to pull a fast one on me and call this a Rogue Deck, because that is not a Rogue Deck. So something not established. That's the idea of Rogue Deck, something fresh, new, and exciting. So start brewing those in modern and standard. There's plenty of cards that could use your love to brew around. The standard especially, and I'd even say modern, are very stale at the moment. It seems like modern is just like, I would say there's 3 major modern decks, Tron, Affinity, and the Jund, that are being played everywhere. And then in standard is Mono Black, Mono Blue, and Red Deck Wins, and maybe Colossal Gruul are basically the top 4 decks that are being played like crazy. So, and Esper, I guess. So there's tons of room to grow in both standard and in modern. So get brewing those fresh and exciting decks. Step number 2, you're going to send your finalized deck list to Jonas at RogueDeckBuilder.com. And please, in this deck list, you're going to include a detailed description of the deck, what the goals of the deck are, basically what's your game plan with the deck, any cool interactions and synergies the deck may have, and how does the deck run? What is it, an aggro deck? Is it a control deck? What is your goal? How has it been doing against other matchups? You want to basically sell this deck to us. You're going to tell us why it's so great and why it deserves to be in the top 8. Step number 3 is going to be spread the word, and I can't emphasize how important this is. We want to reach as many people as possible with this. We want to get Rogue Decking out there into the masses, so definitely go spread the word. You can do this by making a YouTube video. I encourage you. One of my goals when I created my own YouTube channel, just shortly, I was inspired by another YouTuber. You may know him for TCG player Frank Lepore. Frank Lepore videos were just so entertaining on YouTube that I saw them and I was like, hey, I could do that, and so I started brewing my own decks and started doing my own YouTube channel. So big shout out to Frank Lepore for inspiring me. I hope to inspire others. So if you have a YouTube channel, go ahead and do a video on your deck and tell us why your deck deserves to be in the top 8. Another way you can do that is spread it on Facebook and any other social media outlet. Tell your friends about it. Use Twitter and Reddit. Reddit has a Rogue Deck Builder actual subreddit, so you can go to /r/Rogue Deck Builder and submit your deck there. We'll probably be submitting a couple here and there on the Rogue Deck Builder page, but I hope that all of you will make a Reddit account and actually submit it at least on the Rogue Deck Builder Reddit page. There's also one called Magic, I think it's called Magic Deck Building on Reddit, as well as Magic. It's r/MagicTCG is the big Magic page on Reddit. So you can go ahead and submit it there, and make sure to say this is for the Rogue Deck of the Month competition. And then you can use some sort of outside website like TCG Player or tappedout.net that allows you to actually build a deck. I think there's a few others. You can definitely send me an email or just put them in the description below of any other sites that you're able to actually build. We're working on it for RogueDeckBuilder.com. We're not there yet, but we thought we'd quit procrastinating and get this contest out there. So yep, anyway, again, this step 3 is incredibly important. I want you to, after you've done step 3, send an email to Jonas@RogueDeckBuilder.com, kind of follow-up email of where you've posted this throughout the interwebs. Again, we want to reach as many people as possible for this competition. Again, I want to break the record of June with submissions. Step number 4, the official voting for the top 8 decks will take place at the end of November, but until then, get your friends to come and upvote your deck on Reddit or Facebook or wherever you have it. Make your deck as visible as possible. Again, we, the Rogue Deck Builder panel, are going to be choosing one modern and one standard deck to kind of represent us. So Jonas is going to be choosing 2, I'm going to be choosing 2, MJ is going to be choosing 2, and Morten is going to be choosing 2, and that will kind of be the top 8, compile the top 8 list. But you can always sway and influence our opinions. If I see a deck that is just insanely popular with the Rogue Deck Builder fans, you know, that's going to sway me or Morten or someone else to choose that to actually be in the top 8. And again, we're going to do a fan favorite, just an overall fan favorite. Whoever generates the most buzz is going to get a prize no matter what, and also the most creative and most competitive deck. So you're gonna have to show us how you're the most creative or the most competitive. So if you get your friends and other people to really have an interest in your deck, that's definitely going to sway our opinions in choosing those. So anyways, there's plenty of ways to upload it, of course. If on Facebook, if you have your friends come and like your Facebook deck lists and whatnot, you know, that's a good way to get it visible. So anyway, like I said, last June we had I think we had over 50 entries. I'll have to check it exactly. And I really want to shatter that record, so let's shoot for over 9,000. Okay, I got really nerdy there. Sorry about that. But let's shoot for a lot of submissions, because like I said, I think there's a ton of room in the Rogue Decking to actually make a buzz. I think I was very successful in my Immortal Servitude list. I had a lot of fun with it. It's very competitive. I've actually won. I went 4-0 in just some 2-man queues with the Immortal Servitude list that I was running. And anyway, if I can do it, I think the rest of you can do it as well. Have some competitive and creative Rogue Decking. So I'm very passionate about this. I really want to get the community into Rogue Decking. I think we have something special here at RogueDeckBuilder.com. Thank you for all the support you've given in the past month. We've shattered some records here. We've had the most views ever this month, as well as just the best day on YouTube I've ever had. So a big thank you to all you Redditors that helped upvote that post and get it out there. So I'd appreciate if you do the same for this. Spread the word like crazy that we are going to be hosting this tournament. Tell your friends, your family, your grandparents, your mailman. Tell everyone that we're holding a Rogue Deck tournament. And again, be creative. Make some videos. Make a post on your own website. Just do whatever you can to get your name out there and your deck out there. Anyway, this has been Kevin with RogueDeckBuilder.com. Happy brewing, and see you in the final.